So Justin, Tom, and Lyndall were just talking about insects that impact agriculture and crops. So let's talk about insects that impact people and livestock. So ticks, you know, there was probably like a thought that maybe that crazy winter storm might have like knocked ticks back for the summer, but that's probably not going to happen.
No, not likely, because ticks are always dependent on a multi-year cycle. In fact, some of our ticks will take up to 2 years to develop. The thing that will impact ticks are always cold and dry or hot and dry, not necessarily extremely cold or not necessarily extremely hot if there's still moisture involved. So yes, our tick population is starting to become active. We're starting to see more ticks, more multi-species of ticks, so they're out and about right now.
So again, we talk about this every summer, but what are some things that people can do to protect themselves and their livestock when they go out in the fields?
Yeah, so when we think about ticks for public health and humans, the biggest thing is to put some kind of product that has DEET in it, and preferably something that probably has 25% or more. Because with that, we know the research shows that when you have at least 25% DEET, you're getting at least about 2 to 3 hours of protection. Now, when we consider livestock's a little bit more challenging because they're in where the ticks are more frequently than we are. And the biggest challenge with that is you don't always see a tick. First thing they need to do is bring their animals up and do what we call a thorough tick scratch, where we'll feel a tick before we'll see a tick. And so they need to really look in and around the brisket area of a cow or around the udders of a cow. If they're looking at any other animal like a horse, look at the jawline, look in between the horse's legs or anything like that. And then they need to get some kind of product on it. For cattle, that's usually a pour-on product, whether it's like what we call our macrocyclic lactones or other types of products. But then generally you have to get some kind of application to where the ticks are. And in fact, we know that if you make a direct application, whether it's spray or whatever it is, to where the ticks are, like in what we call between the legs and so forth, then you get longer protection.
So in regards to like the actual like impact that ticks have on those animals, is it mainly just disease, or does there actually like impacts for the amount of blood that they're taking out if there's a bunch of them on there?
Yeah, so in general, we different species of ticks can impact especially cattle in different ways. When we think about this, the Lone Star tick is the tick with the little white dot on it. When we know that when we get 10 or more of those female ticks that are engorged with blood, we see an impact to production, whether it's reduced weight performance, like weight gain, or reduced milk production that turns into a weaning weight in calves. But with the Gulf Coast tick that's in the ear, it'll cause a condition called Gotch ear, where it's really thickening of the ear, especially in calves. And then our last tick is the American dog tick that we're really concerned on anaplasmosis for cattle. All those ticks can be involved with human disease, and so you certainly want to consider that as well.
Alrighty, thanks Justin. If you'd like to link to some more information about ticks and what you can do to manage ticks around in your area, go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.